Very good morning to one and all. I welcome all of you to this academic year's online classes of 11th Standard Economics. And let me introduce myself. My name is Vinita. I am teaching you economics. And let me tell you, there are two textbooks in economics. The first one is Microeconomics and the second one is Statistics. And today we are going to discuss the first chapter in the economics, that is Introduction to the Economics. In this chapter we are going to discuss about what is economics and what is the economy and what are the problems related to the economy. Yes, so let me ask you some questions. In your earlier classes you would have studied about economics, right? Yes, and this economy is a familiar word to you. What is economy? So here in this slide we can see many pictures. Which are they? Actually it is a system which provides people the means to work and earn a living. So here we can see the people, those who are engaged in the agriculture. The first slide shows the agriculture, isn't it? So here all the people, they are working to earn a living, and the various occupations are also given here. So economy means it is actually a system. What it provides the people the means to work. The different means which are the different types of occupations to work and how they earn a living. So for our survival we want enough money. So through these various occupations only we can earn money for our living also. So this is actually what is economy. Next, we can see the vital function of an economy. So I told you that economy means it's a system and different activities are there. Economic activities are there. Which are they? Production, consumption, capital formation. Here in this capital formation, the distribution as well as and the production, consumption, distribution. So in an economy, at first the activity production takes place and it leads to the second activity such as consumption, and the third activity is capital formation. That is, whatever things that we have produced, who is producing? The producers are producing such commodities and it leads to consumption. So what is produced, such goods are consumed by the consumers. So there another activity takes place, that is consumption. So the one activity leads to the other activity. So the production leads to consumption. And the next activity is capital formation. Capital formation means that is accumulation of more and more money in an economy. So, or we can call it as an investment also, a form of investment. So again this cyclical, the investment leads to again production, and production leads to consumption, and the consumption also again leads to capital formation. So here in this economy, in this system, these are all interlinked in one or in another manner. See, these are the vital functions of an economy. So through this we can exchange the commodities that we have produced, and we can accumulate more and more money by selling such commodities to the consumers. And again this money we can use for the further investment in an economy, which leads to increases in the profit also. In this manner the system works out, right? So these are the vital functions of an economy. And here we can, in this slide we can see why we study economics. Why we study economics? You just think for a while, what is the need to study the economics? Is there any need to study the economics? Obviously, there is a need to study the economics. Why? There comes a single word, scarcity. What? Scarcity. Have you heard of this word scarcity? You just think for a while, scarcity. What is the scarcity means? Yes, scarcity means which thing is not available in our economy or less in supply. If some commodities are less in supply, we can call them as scarce commodities. Or scarcity means which commodities are not supplied in an economy. Only it is less supplied in an economy. So such commodities we can call them as scarce commodities. Right? So scarcity means reduction in the supply of such commodities in an. So that is meaning of scarcity. Which is excess in supply means, that is what? There is no scarcity for such commodities. It is more in our economy. Its supply is more in our economy. And in contrast, which is less in supply, we can call them as scarcity in supply or scarcity of such goods and services. So this is the main reason why we have to study economics. Here, the scarcity is defined as limitation of supply in relation to demand for a commodity. Or economics is concerned with the selection of resources under conditions of scarcity. So, scarcity means limitation of supply. The supply is limited in manner in relation to demand for a commodity. If for certain commodities demand is more and its supply is less, we can call such commodities as scarce in supply or scarcity. So economics, what it is concerned with is the selection of the resources under conditions of scarcity. So economics or economy or economical all means what? Yes, that we have to do selection of such resources. We have to think which resources we have to use or which demands we have to satisfy at first. So That is, economics means it is concerned with selection of the resources under the conditions of scarcity. So I hope it's clear that is scarcity as well as the word economics. Next, I told you that the different activities are there. Which are they? Production, consumption. Yes, production, consumption and the capital formation. Yes, then let me ask you, for this production, what all things required? You just think for a while, what all things required for this activity of production? Yes, the first prerequisite factor is land, right? First factor is land. The second one is, yes, labor. Labor is required to produce in such a piece of land, right? So land, labor and the capital. Capital means the money needed for production or the investment that we have to do for such production activities, isn't it? So that is capital. Capital means different forms of capital are there. All things will be studied later, but now you just understand what is capital means. It is a word that is a money needed to produce such commodities. And the next factor is entrepreneurship. Who is this entrepreneurship, or who is the entrepreneur? Yes, that is, for this land, labor and capital, the entrepreneur is required to do such processes. Because who will do such tasks? This production processes is done by the entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurship or entrepreneurs means entrepreneurs undertake the activity of, or they take risk also. That is, these entrepreneurs, they will do such processes and reap profits from such activities also. So these are the 4 factors of production. Once again I will explain. The 4 factors are land, labor, capital and entrepreneurship. So is it clear? That is, the first factor is land. The second one is labor. Third one is capital. Fourth one is entrepreneurship. So these are the 4 factors of production needed for the production activity. So it's clear, right? Yes. Next, let me explain the economizing of resources. What is meant by economizing? So many words related to this economics, right? So here comes the new word, economizing of resources. What is this economizing? That may be also some related to economical or economics. There also, economizing means it refers to making optimum use of the available resources. What is that? It refers to making the optimum use of the available resources. So, what all the resources endowed, we have to select from such commodities which is of optimum use. That is, optimum use means which commodities gives us maximum satisfaction. That is optimum. Optimizing means maximizing. Optimum. So that is optimum use of the available resources means that we have to maximize our uses from this scarce resources. So which resources are scarce in supply? From such commodities from all these commodities, we have to what? We have to, that is, with using that resources, we have to satisfy our maximum or the important need. That is the, from among the available resources, we have to select for our important needs also. Right? So that is the economizing of resources. That is not wasting such resources and entirely using maximum available. What all the resources are available, we are satisfying our needs with such resources also. So that is the economizing of resources. So it's clear, right? Yes. So that is